Judge Debra Mayfield's tenure as judge of the 165th District Court. Last year, right about this time, Admiral William McRaven gave the commencement speech at the University of Texas's graduation ceremony. That speech went viral, and I'm told that something like 70 million hits have been made on that speech since. It was called 10 Things to Do If You Want to Change the World. Now, if you've not read the speech, I highly recommend it. Go back and Google McRaven UT speech and watch a really good speech. It tells of 10 lessons to be learned for all of us that he learned from his Navy SEAL training course and how it affects life. Now, you all can probably tell that I have not been through the Navy SEAL. But if you've read the speech, you'll appreciate the tone and nuance of the speech I'm giving today on the history of the 165th. I will address the history of this court through 9 lessons to be learned if you want to become a judge through the eyes of the 51-year history of the 165th District Court. Going into the 1963 session of the Texas legislature, Governor John Conley swore that he would not sign any bill into effect creating any new courts during that session because of the state budget crisis. Notwithstanding that promise, a Houston lawyer by the name of Warren Cunningham told several friends that he was going to be appointed the judge of a new court. One person that I talked to told me, hey, Warren, Governor says no new courts. And Warren Cunningham was known to have responded, don't worry about that. I was the best man at John and Nellie's wedding. A bill passed the legislature creating a court, and miracle of miracles, the governor signed it. Its first judge of court of the 164th was Warren Cunningham. So here's my first lesson. If you want to become a judge, it doesn't hurt to have been the best man or maid of honor at the governor's wedding. The state senator from Harris County that sponsored the bill and had to approve Warren Cunningham's appointment was Senator Chris Cole, a Marine veteran who had been blinded by a grenade in World War II. He cut a deal with the governor. He would create the 164th and approve Warren Cunningham only if the same bill gave Harris County a badly needed second court, the 165th. Conley again relented, and the 164th and 5th were created. But the 164th was created effective September 163, and what Senator Cole gave up on was the 165th wasn't created until September the 1st of 1964. I was 10 years old at the time. However, Governor Conley announced in 1963 that he was going to appoint the next year George Sire to be the first judge of this court. Judge Sire had been a Marine. He served at both the battles of Guadalcanal and Iwo Jima. He got 2 Silver Stars, 2 Purple Hearts, and a presidential citation for valor. After the war, he went to undergraduate school, law school, got drafted to go to Korea after graduating from law school. Came back from that adventure and started the law firm that's called, depending on who you talk to, Sire and Jamail, or Jamail and Sire. There's a dispute on that, but one of the partners is still alive and the other isn't, so I think it's being called Jamail and Sire these days. With his brother Marine and his high school classmate, in fact, Joe Jamail. Sire won the 1964 election over 2 opponents and served honorably as judge of this court for 10 years, before being appointed to serve on the First Court of Appeals and eventually to serve as a federal judge for the Southern District of Texas. The second lesson I will give you today. If you want to become a judge, it helps to have fought in a few battles. Governor Dolph Briscoe then appointed Presley Werline to be the second judge of this court. Werline was a naval veteran of World War II, again, saw lots of combat, and was a very, very good business lawyer. Significantly, he had served as the chairman of the Harris County Democratic Executive Committee at a time that we had a 2-party system within one party. Judge Werline was a devout member of the Tory wing of the Democratic Party. There have been 5 state and federal judges in Harris County who served as chair of the Harris County Democratic Party, and 2 who served as chair of the Harris County Republican Party. Judge Werlein served as judge of this court for 3 years until he was taken by cancer. Lesson 3. If you want to be a judge, it never hurts to have been county chair of your party. The timing of Judge Werlein's death meant that the first Republican governor in Texas since Reconstruction, Bill Clements, would get to appoint the first Republican judge in Harris County since Reconstruction,